And what's going on with all my money motivated stars? Now I want to talk about premature aging and just I'm a kind of get into generational curses again. You know what I mean? But it's like I said, it's always gonna be a different way I dive into it. But when it comes to premature aging, I just wanted to make this message out there so people can really stop aging themselves. You know what I mean? Like we already talked about it before, but social media has a way of making a whole group of people say the same stuff or share it. You know what I mean? Because, for example, I didn't see people from my class of 2010, excuse me, people I graduated with, posting like we in our 30s, y'all starting to feel it. People sharing it. You know what I'm saying? Yup, I don't have no energy. No, I don't even want to speak it out just by even explaining this video. But they be like, I don't have this no more. Basically claiming the old age, and that's not a thing we need to be doing. A lot of people seeing like gray hairs and saying they getting old. Like, you're not getting old. Gray hairs is not even a sign of getting old. A lot of us confusing cramps and aches is a sign of getting old, which that's not a sign. I know it's been taught that those are signs of getting older, you know what I mean? But it's not. It's just recoil effect on how you've been doing your body, you know what I mean? Because it reminds me of a time when I was in 6th grade, because a lot of people associate oldness with gray hairs, you know what I mean? And that's not true at all, because then they associate it with wisdom. They say you got gray hair, you got wisdom, whatever people want to say. I ain't got no problem with it, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. Because there's a lot of people got gray hair, ain't got no wisdom. But they ain't me trying to throw salt on nobody. But it reminds me when I was in 6th grade and I had a classmate. I don't even remember. I won't even say his name. I did remember, but he had gray hairs in 6th grade. You know what I mean? I don't know how you supposed to be in the 6th grade. Oh, shit, I don't know. Probably, I don't know, 12, 13, I don't know. But we was very, very young, and he had gray hairs in his head. And I was like, damn, bro, you old man, ain't young. You ain't really caring about what you say to somebody. You don't think it's rude because you're a child. You don't understand how rude you being by saying that. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, you old man, and this how we play in Memphis anyway. Probably kids joke. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't cruel with it because everybody can see that he has gray hair. But it wasn't all over his head. He had like a couple strands. I'd say I spotted like 10 of them out of his head. And I was like, damn, bro, you got gray hair? He was like, yeah. He knew where it came from. Because this I'm finna break down to y'all, you know what I'm saying, where it come from. Like, I can't go into depth about the signs because I can't lie and say I've sit there for hours and just studied gray hairs and all that. But I do know where a lot of that can come from. It can come from deficiencies. It can come from stress, you know what I mean? It can come from just lack of nutrients. That has nothing to do with old age. Just because you have gray hairs and you 30, 40, 50, that don't mean that you're old. They just come from a lack of treating your body well. Like a lot of us do that. We don't treat our body with the proper care that we need to, because we uninformed, misinformed. A better word, you know what I'm saying, for lack of better words, misinformed. So when it come down to it, he told me at a young age, cause I still remember, it's like a lot of stuff. I got good memory, so there's a lot of stuff like, I was like, damn, why you got gray hair? He was like, from stress. He knew what it was, so I'm pretty sure that the doctors probably asked him. You know what I mean? His parents probably took him to a doctor and probably asked, or why was that? Because him at that young age, how can you know you got gray hairs from stressing? You know what I mean? So they just tells me like, I done seen a couple of children growing up, you know what I mean, with gray hairs in school. It can be them. That's why I tell people to watch what they watch. I made a video about it yesterday. Watch what you watch, because a lot of he probably had a hard life growing up. You know what I mean? A lot of people had more stressful things happening in their childhood than probably me or you. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, that's not a sign of old age. And like I just explained this situation, a lot of people are experiencing symptoms of so-called old aging because of the stress factors that they're dealing with in their environment, in their neighborhood, in their job life. You know what I mean? So that's why I try to tell people, you know what I'm saying, eat more cleaner so you can handle stress better, or put more fluids in your body, because our body is literally based off running out fluids. You know what I mean? So you need as many fluids in your body as possible to cleanse all that negativity, like juices. Well, I say, man, you must have a juicer, man. Juicing is life changing. Since I started juicing, I've never stopped. You know what I mean? And I will never stop. It's too powerful, and it's too nourishing. You know what I mean? So a lot of those red hairs, they can go away. Don't think because you looking at your self in the mirror, you like, damn, you didn't age. You know what I mean? You can reverse those aging. You can reverse that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, by way of fasting, just by, if you don't want to fast, just simply eating fruits, putting more liquids in your body. You know what I mean? Our body starts to sag and deteriorate because, you know, we mistreating it. We is literally not putting nothing in our body that belongs in it. You know what I mean? Like, for real, man. I sit back and I laugh sometimes. I was like, man, because I think about myself growing up. You know, when I was able to do what I wanted to do with my money and all that, I didn't put nothing in my body that was for my body. Liquor, drugs, hot wings, chitlins. I used to eat that. You know what I mean? I barely drank water. It was strictly Kool-Aid. And the sweetest, diabetic, sugary shit you can ever taste in your life. Don't let me put it in the freezer, then it come like a slushy, man. I'm high too, man. You high? You ever been high and taste some fire Kool-Aid or some fire food? You know, I'm getting off subject, but man, I used to be. That's how good the Kool-Aid was, like for real, My mom used to tell me I used to make diabetic Kool-Aid then, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, get back on subject. You know what I'm saying? Why we've just been mistreating our body. Like I said, our body can reverse their aging process once we just give it a break. You know what I mean? On the high salty foods, you know what I mean? Just the food that it's making your body literally deteriorate. You know what I mean? Like nobody's body is your skin is not supposed to sag. No matter how common it is to see your grandparents looking like that, or your great-grandparents looking like that, because I don't think nobody great-grandparents got shit. If they is alive, it's because they took care of their body. You know what I'm saying? You got the great, you know what I'm saying? Unless you about 3 years old watching this or something. But yeah, no, your skin is not supposed to sag. You know what I mean? Just your eyes are supposed to be white. You know what I mean? They're not supposed to be yellow, red. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff that we put in our body that does not belong. And a lot of us need to, we're basically taking on generational curses too. Cause like another thing of a gray hair, they say it's genetics, but yeah, it's epigenetics, because a lot of those traits have been passed down, you know what I'm saying, to people. You know what I mean? A lot of what our parents ate still affects us to this day. That's why I'm so big on generational curse breaking. You know what I mean? Because generational curse breaking can be on some spiritual, or it can be on some physical, or it can literally be on some mental. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to stress is mental. So it may be stressing the person out to know that their parents never, because like I said, this can be a form of generational curse breaking, eating habits, and it can be some like, this person, it may be a stressful thing that, okay, nobody in my family has ever graduated high school. So this person makes it their business to graduate high school. And so now they have just became a generational curse breaker. You know what I mean? So that can be a stress relief. You know what I mean? It's all about facing your fears when it comes to generational curse break. If somebody can break a generational curse, everybody family out here probably been scared of dogs. Everybody in your family never kept a dog. So you might go get a dog because you know you want to just break their fear, and you like see other people with their pets and you just want to break their fear, and you got that in you. You know what I mean? So you go get you a pet. Now you just face your fear and you broke a generational curse. They can come in multiple forms and fashion. It can be something spiritual. It can be something physical, like food, you know what I mean? Just stuff like, just mental stuff, you know what I mean? So those are ways we can start really aging ourselves and just get over that hump, you know what I mean? Like, cause I'm a generational curse breaker in my family that I know of, because like I said, in my immediate family, I've never heard about nobody fasting in my family, you know what I mean? It wasn't told to me at a young age, like, oh, I'm finna fast, nephew, or I'm finna fast. My cousin never talked about fasting. I never met no Muslims in my family, you know what I'm saying? I never, like, so I'm a generational curse breaker in my family when it comes to health. You know what I mean? Fasting, and I ain't never met nobody in my family who did yoga. You know what I mean? So, or meditation. You know, so it's just a lot of stuff that we gotta break. You know what I mean? It's the language, the stuff that we watch, because people. You know, I say another thing is that's very important. What I said yesterday: watch what you watch. Some people can watch movies and movies get them stressed. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us, we sometimes vicariously live through this screen. You know, that's why people like seeing other people eat. You know what I'm saying? Eat meals that they probably can't eat, or they want to go try, so they looking at, man, they look good. You know what I'm saying? They can taste it through the screen. You know what I mean? Or you watching Law and Order or something, and this person is constantly dropping the ball, and you just like, you know what I'm saying? You stressed out, like, why? You know what I mean? Because horror movies can be the biggest one. I know it used to be the one for me, but I didn't know it was really affecting me. Like, when you watching a horror movie and they fall in the floor, you're like, oh my God, come on, you know what I'm saying? You like run, or you like somebody do something stupid in the movie and it really stress you out in real life. You know what I mean? Like, that really happens, you know? Because I done seen a lot of stuff. When I watched Blade when I was younger, I was a little younger when Blade came out, but it was a scene in there where this vampire was in the sunlight and they got a vice grips, or why I think it was vice grips, and they pulled one of these guys' tooth out, and I felt it through the screen. You know what I mean? It's just like certain stuff that we can feel because we are only a reflection of one another. We just have different vessels, and we appear to be different because they told you was different. You know what I mean? But we are all consciousness harboring a vehicle, just like animals. You know what I mean? So we have the ability to feel through visualization. You know what I mean? That's why porn is out. You know what I mean? Because we can get mentally stimulated when we look at some people having intercourse. You know what I mean? This, like I said yesterday, we visual learners. You know what I mean? So if we learning all this stuff, it's just good for me to put these videos out to people, so people just be more conscious. I know a lot of people know these things already. Some people don't, because like I said, young people come and no, know what I'm saying? Like my age and little above my age, 67-year-old people watch me too. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a lot of stuff they probably don't know, but a lot of this stuff is needed, man. You need to carry this on with your day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? Start writing stuff down on what you need to change when it comes to stress factors. Does this movie really affect you, or does this series, you know what I'm saying, affect you like that? Are you tired of people getting killed in this series? You know what I'm saying? Real stuff like this, because it's time after time we have heard actors get beat up or get shot behind a role that they play. You know what I mean? Because why? People are spiritually and emotionally tied to a lot of these shows that they watch. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was watching Power, and I had been watched the Michael Rainey Jr. interview where he said people was really mad at him for playing Tariq in the Power. You know what I mean? They mug him, ask him questions about the character. You know what I mean? As if it happened in real life. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, if you can't stand to watch something, or it really gets under your skin on a spiritual level or reality, you can't differentiate what's real and what's fake, you need to start watching certain movies. Like, for real, because it's playing an effect on your health. The music you listen to is playing an effect on your health. We all listen to music, and nobody lie about this. When we listen to music, we visualize ourselves doing the song. Sometimes we visualize ourselves performing the actual song we listening to. Sometimes we actually do go performing in our mirror, you know what I'm saying? Or some put it on TikTok or put it on what's called, you know what I mean? So music is the same way. You may not be a gangster, but when you listen to a gangster music, you might feel like you a gangster. You know what I mean? You might play gangster scenes in your head, you know, as if you was the one doing it or rapping it. You're lying if you say you don't. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who will lie about that. You know, it's just because that's the human imagination. Your imagination is gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Whether you picture you doing it, or you picturing something happen, or you relating it to something that did actually happen in your life, you're still, that artist is painting a picture with their music. You feel what I'm saying? So imagery is coming up everywhere. When, like I said, through your senses. Like, for real, even when you smell something, it will remind you of a date you went on, or somebody particular person who had that on, or what you was eating at that time. You know what I mean? It's like when it's storming the rain, you can smell the rain on the grass. You know what I mean? And it'll remind you when you was young, you was staying with your parent, your father, brother, sister. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes up as imagery in our head. That's what our senses are made for. You know what I mean? When we smell it, we can keep our. That's why them folks used to do them little tests and stuff. They used to blindfold somebody. I forgot what show was on, and they used to have to stick their finger in there with a blindfold. Like, what's the feel, the texture? What is it? And some people will guess it right because it's the texture, the feel. You don't have to actually sometimes use your eyes. This is what you done seen with your imagination or what you done actually seen in real life. It will help you, you know what I mean? Like Play-Doh or something. You can close your eyes and like, this feel like Play-Doh. The texture, you know what I mean? The image of Play-Doh will pop in your head because you've seen it before or something like that. Or some people blindfold people and they'll put some perfume or cologne, or they'll put a pie, a pizza, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure everybody in their mama can close their eyes right now and be able to smell a pizza, a pepperoni pizza. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna picture things like that. So like, picture yourself being younger, picture yourself, you know what I'm saying, not having so many aches, and actually try to work towards it and just drink more water and drink more fluids and juice, you know what I mean? Eat more watermelon, you know what I mean? This is what it's all about, man. I'm trying to keep y'all healthy and long living, you know what I mean? And breaking these generational curses. Because like I told y'all, they got so many studies of it actually being like a proof of epigenetics, you know, just like when they had the rats. They had a group of rats and they had like a gate where the rat can escape. So they had collars on the rats. So anytime the rats would try to go out, they would shock it. So the rats would turn around, you know what I mean? So that kept on happening. Every time the rats would try to escape, they would keep on shocking the rats and keep on shocking the rats and keep on shocking the rats. So the rats wouldn't want to go escape. So those same rats end up mating and they had baby rats. And guess what? Those rats never tried to escape or never tried to leave, just because the genetics that was passed on, they had that experience from their parents passed on. That's why a lot of us probably, you know what I'm saying, it may be hurt to say, but a lot of us lack ambition, or some of us are overly ambitious. We got, you know what I'm saying, you might consider yourself getting the short end of the stick, but now that you know the proper adjustments and you can correct it, you can adjust, you know what I'm saying, you know the proper ways to attack things like this. This is an important video. This is why they don't like my videos, y'all. Like, for real. It be gems that's being dropped. And I'm not the only person talking about this on YouTube. I will never be the only person talking about it, because knowledge is out here. You know what I mean? We just gotta apply it. And I'm actually applying it. You know what I mean? I'm actually applying the knowledge, man. Be that generational curse breaking your family. You know what I mean? Help them break the generational curses, even the ones who pass it down to you, because it's not even their fault. You know what I mean? It's nobody's fault. That's what I'm saying, because I don't want nobody to, no parent to feel no type of way, or parent of a parent to feel no type of way, because it was all set up by design. You know what I mean? That's the whole reason for slavery, if we didn't know. They whipped us, you know what I'm saying? Whipped our ancestors, and that shit got passed on to us. You know what I mean? That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not I don't care about color. You know, I deal with any race, any ethnicity, nationality, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But that is the reason why a lot of people don't respect they black people. You know what I'm saying? Our people, and we respect the white people more. You know what I mean? Not everybody is like that, but you have those select people who do that because they respect the master. Their ancestors did. A lot of us had ancestors that did respect. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of that going around. It's a lot of that going around. That was the whole reason for slavery. You know what I mean? To put fear, because they know if they put fear in one generation, once we had kids, you know, once they had kids, we was gonna still feel the after effect. So, you know what I mean? Y'all gotta realize we got some of our programming in us, and we got the programming of our ancestors in us. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of work to do. We shouldn't be just sitting around playing and like, you know what I'm saying? Have fun, because that's what life is about, having fun and experiencing stuff. You don't have to make this just be, oh, I gotta break a generational curse today. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Make it fun, make it exciting, and just know your goal, what you gotta do. Because it has been happening, you know what I mean? They had to torture a people like this. They had to torture us, you know what I mean? Because torture, it never leaves, you know what I mean? Their energy gets passed on, and they know that they, you know what I'm saying, tamper with a generation. Like, a lot of people gonna do that. lot of people gonna have fear of certain things of falling in line, because you may have an ancestor that fell in line. You know what I mean? Just got sexually assaulted. All that, they had to really, you know what I'm saying? They had to do that to have a people, this many people fall in line. You know what I mean? Because everything is spiritual and this stuff get passed on. We got a lot of information in our DNA, information in our genetics that can be unlocked. You know what I mean? But it seems like the only thing that is unlocked right now is the torment side, the low vibrational side when it comes to certain people. You know what I mean? But these videos are meant to raise your vibration and give you the power back. That's why a lot of these videos, like, we gotta start sharing these videos, man. Like, for real. Get ourselves out of this struggle, this mental struggle. Because once we break the chains free off our brain, it's over with. They know it. Like I said, that's the reason why they don't want this stuff out. You know what I mean? Start typing in more healthy stuff. Start watching more healthy stuff. Listening to more healthy stuff. You're not gonna do it in one day. Don't beat yourself up when you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? In 10 days. Make sure you got the information to start. You know what I mean? It's just like being out in the water with no paddle. You know what I mean? I'm coming. We got people out here like me giving you a paddle. You know what I'm saying? At least you can stroke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just get you a head start on. Well, it ain't really no head start, because, like I said, that's why they say we was born into sin. We was literally born into, like, this is what epigenetics is. We was born into sin. That's what that mean if people didn't know. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to read between the lines. We was born into eating unhealthy. You know what I mean? We got past, like, epigenetics. That's basically what born into sin means. Epigenetics. A lot of these so-called sins was passed down from generation to generation. But like I said, we got the power to break these generational curses. You know what I mean? We was born, like they say, how you start shouldn't be how you finish. We was born into sin. Let's try to go down another path, because it's only written if you say it's written. You know what I mean? Well, I don't be a lowlife all my life. My parents was a lowlife. If you feel that way, it's written. You know what I'm saying? This how you feel. You know, so, and this video is 22 minutes long. I hope it don't take me long for upload this, but it need to be said. You know what I mean? Powerful videos being made, so people just need to recognize, and you know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe. Just hit the like button if you can't do nothing else. Y'all be blessed. Don't walk in that smoke.